Chris Cuomo is out at CNN. What's up, folks? It's your boy Tim, the handsome liberal. Looks like CNN has suspended Chris Cuomo indefinitely, which is the precursor generally to being terminated. It's a righteous firing, if you want to ask me. Definitely deserved based on the information coming out. But before we go into the video, real quick, I'm asking that you do what I always ask you to do. Show your boy some love. Click on the subscription link. Hit that bell so you know when I'm dropping these videos. Helps the analytics at the end of the video if you give me that thumbs up. But if you don't like what I had to say, feel free to hit the dislike, drop a comment, and we'll talk about it there. So Chris Cuomo's out. Suspended indefinitely, termination pending, most likely. I'm hearing, particularly when I discuss things with the right, everybody from, Fox News, Bill O'Reilly's on the internet, everyone's saying he needs to be held accountable. How can you possibly trust the reporting of this man if he's giving his brother advice behind the scenes on how to handle all of the accusations coming from women that this guy was a groper and, he was assaulting him and doing just a host of shit. So, yeah, if Chris Cuomo is advising him and also on air talking about it, how can you possibly trust what's coming out of his mouth? That's a legitimate claim, folks. I 100% agree with that. He definitely should be taken off air because, you can't trust how he's reporting on this guy with that coming out. But I want you to watch something real quick. I want you to watch this clip, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
One thing that has made and defined your presidency more than anything else: promises made, promises kept.
If you like the America that he is making now, you've got to make sure you get out there tomorrow. If you haven't voted yet, everyone you know, your grandmother, your cousin,
Oh, my right-wing viewers are not going to like that. But I had to present that to you because you got Sean Hannity at a Trump rally. Jeanine Pirro is also there, urging everyone to vote for the president that, they're of their choice. Now, also, Tucker Carlson is regularly doing the same thing, and so is Laura Ingraham. Why am I talking about Fox News personalities? Because they're on television at the same fucking time as people like Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, et cetera, et cetera. And as a liberal, even though I'm the handsome liberal, I like to pride myself on being able to see both sides of an issue. And I'm hoping that my audience can also see both sides of an issue. You can see when you're being played. You can see hypocrisy in politics at play. And the reason I'm doing this is because, is there anyone out there that believes that Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Jeanine Pirro honestly reports on President Trump? Do you believe that their reporting on Trump is unbiased, like we would demand that Chris Cuomo does on his brother? Or take him off the air? I mean, we don't believe Chris Cuomo is, reporting accurately or fairly on his brother, then we want him off the air. Do you believe that Sean Hannity is reporting fairly on Trump? I mean, the two have each other's mobile numbers. They have each other's cell phone numbers. Sean Hannity has said that on air. Jesse Waters is often on Air Force One. They're getting calls all times of morning from President Trump on air, and he does a whole lot of interviews with Fox that he doesn't do with any other network. So, I'm not here to attack Trump. Hell, I'm not even here to attack Fox. I'm just trying to say that how are we to hold Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, and CNN to this standard where they should be reporting the news fairly when it's pretty obvious that Fox News is in a camp and on the side of Trump and the Republicans? Fact is, folks, these are all commentators. None of this shit is trustworthy. This is why people have such a problem with the media these days. It's because the media is earning that label of not being trustworthy. It's just that my right-wing audience tends to single out CNN and MSNBC because they're reporting biased news that they do not agree with. But if you're watching Fox, One American News Network, or Newsmax, you're getting the same shit. It's just stuff that you agree with, but it is biased as hell. Like I just asked, do you really believe that Sean Hannity is not giving Trump advice when they're on the cell phone talking to each other? Or you really believe that Sean Hannity is reporting accurately and fairly on President Trump? Remember, the motto for the Fox News network was fair and balanced. Do you really believe that? No, of course not. Just because you like what they're saying doesn't mean that shit is any different than what's coming out of CNN. So all I'm saying is that in order for us to maintain civility, be able to talk across the aisle, and do things without cussing each other out and getting nowhere, we need to be able to concede when our side is fucking up or the other side is doing the same thing, or when there's just blatant hypocrisy. So if you're holding CNN accountable for Chris Cuomo secretly giving his brother all types of advice, and Chris Cuomo is an attorney, folks. He's not doing anything that any of us wouldn't do if our brother or family member was in some serious trouble. I mean, they're trying to put former Governor Andrew Cuomo in jail. I mean, they're coming at him from the district attorney general side of things. So they're not just asking him to resign. They're trying to prosecute his ass. If that was your brother and you were an attorney and you had experience in that field, you would give him advice. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's absolutely something that most of us would do. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that it's real hypocritical for anyone out there who have no problem with CNN, you know, or better yet with Hannity doing what he's doing with Trump and rallies and shit like that. And most of Fox News personalities have spoken favorably of Trump. In fact, Dominion, the voting machine company that's suing for slander and libel, they got Fox News named in that suit as well, because the minute Trump started yelling that the election was stolen, a large portion of the Fox News commentators and celebrities started doing the exact same thing. They didn't have any proof either. They just, you know, because Trump is their man, they started chanting the same shit he did. Fox News personality doesn't know anything about a Dominion voting machine. He doesn't have access to that information. So why is he saying it? Because he's in the camp for Trump. So, yeah, if you have a problem with CNN and you do not have a problem with the same shit happening at Fox, you're just fucking biased. That's all I'm trying to say, folks. We got to be able to see and concede points on both sides. Chris Cuomo is out, as he deserved to be out, but that's the only thing I'm saying, is that it's kind of biased or unfair to hold Chris Cuomo to a higher standard than we would hold Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Tucker Carlson to, when their shows are literally on at the exact same time as Chris Cuomo, Don Lemon, and all of those on CNN. They're literally paralleling each other, their shows are. And we know one side is biased, but we're going to expect the other side to be telling facts? Fuck out of here. Anyway, once again, this is your boy, the Handsome Liberal. Real quick, want to drop this on you. Dr. Oz of Oprah fame is running for U.S. Senate in Pennsylvania, a swing state. We will be talking about that in future videos. Drop a comment on how you feel about that shit. Your boy Tim, the Handsome Liberal. Catch you in the next video.